Repotting a plant in LECA is a very straightforward procedure. The first thing we're going to do is just gather together all the items that we're going to need for the process, and this in our case is simply the pre-prepared LECA, the plant that we're going to repot, the new pot, a brush to clean the roots, some clippers in case there's any rotted roots, and also some rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide solution. As you can see, the first thing that we're going to do is just to fill up the new pot with the pre-prepared LECA. We're going to fill it to around a third full. The actual height that you're going to fill your pot will really depend upon where your LECA plant will sit, and that's obviously going to depend upon the root ball of the plant. Ideally, the base of the plant should sit level with the top of the rim when we've repotted it, so obviously you'll fill your pot to the required level. The next stage is to sort out the plant that we're going to repot. This means taking out of its existing pot or container and clearing off all the dirt and debris from the potting mix that exists, and tidying up the plant root system. It is important to clean all the dirt off from the roots, everything you can. For this we're going to be using a paintbrush just to clean through, and then we will rinse through the roots with some distilled water that we have, and then again we'll use a paintbrush to keep cleaning the roots until they're thoroughly clean. Once the roots have been thoroughly cleaned, at this point we will then look to see the state of the roots and whether or not we need to clip off any rotten roots or any dead roots. The cleaning process really does need to be as thorough as possible. All of the dirt really does need to be removed. So after just cleaning off the work surface, Jess is just giving it another brush through and shower, just to make sure basically all of the dirt is removed from the root ball. The next stage is to examine the roots and just check to see if any are dead or are rotten. Actually, in this case all the roots are actually in great condition, as they should be from where the plant came from, but ideally what you would do is you would sterilize your clippers as you see, and you would clip off anything bad or dead or rotten before you replant it into the LECA. Then you would also spray the hydrogen peroxide solution over the roots themselves, just to make sure that they're sterile and there's no pathogens that have been brought across from the previous potting mix, before we then carefully lower them into on top of the LECA that we've put at the bottom of our new pot. We'll just carefully push the roots in. What you'll see here is the pot's quite small. This is a peace lily, and peace lilies actually like tight root balls, so you don't really want a pot much bigger than an inch all the way around from the size of the actual root ball of the peace lily. So you just change up as the peace lily will grow, which is fairly straightforward and easy to do. Once you have got the roots in place, you will start to gently fill the LECA on top of the roots. Don't worry at this point, the odd stray root, we'll tuck those in a minute, but just add in the LECA balls very, very carefully, not damaging the roots, and try to put it even all the way around so the base of the plant is central inside the pot and is well supported by the actual LECA. The last step is just to water the plant. Just fill up the water to around halfway. You'll see one of the advantages of using a see-through container, and one of the advantages of having LECA is you can see where roughly the root ball sits, so you want the water to sit just about the bottom of the root ball so the capillary action pulls up the water and the LECA balls function correctly. And now here you see the plant finished and in situ and very happy.